Hey, Shalom Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, bro. Living up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is the title. It's all about the Israelites, okay? All about the 12 tribes of Israel. Negro, Latino, and Native American. It's all about our people. It has always been about our people, and it will forever be about our people, because this world was created for our sakes. If you understand the history and the dynamic of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right. You got these influx of Christians, okay, starting with Vocab Malone, that guy, and other apologetics or apologists or whatever you want to name these guys, that's been coming against the doctrine, okay? And they visit various camps, Great Millstone, Nate's camp. I think he did something with the UPK camp. You know, pretty much all the groups have had an encounter. The Sakari, they had an encounter with this whole Christian apologetics nonsense, man. And it's all been confounded, you know. And I was looking at Apostle Tahar's video, and he was bringing out information about how, when we already knew that the DNA test was all faulty. The spirit and the prophecies is our DNA test, okay? Because for one thing, DNA, you can't fully understand DNA because it's incorporated through spirit, for one thing. Okay, so you can't fully understand. Esau doesn't understand the majority of DNA on how it's concocted and how it strands and so forth. He doesn't get all that. All right, that's a fucking lie. Tracing your identity back to X, Y, and Z, which he can get some information, but overall, as a whole, it's inaccurate, because the apostle broke it down beautifully. He said, look, a couple had twins, and they did a DNA on both twins, and the fucking background came back from two different regions. Like, how is that possible when twins are pretty much of the same embryo, man? You know, they come from, not embryo, but they're of the same sac, so to speak. They're just different. They're separate during the time of conception, but they both making it to the what do you call it? Not the cervix, the uterus, pretty much at the same time, and it duplicates, man. Sometimes you have triplets, sometimes you have octuplets, quintuplets, you know, and so forth, man. You know, like I've seen triplets before, but I've rarely seen them. But you mainly get twins and so forth. But most cases, man, you see twins, even concept of twins in the scriptures, man. Okay, Jacob and Esau, they were twins, but they were fraternal twins. You know, I forgot the other account of twins in the scriptures. There were several accounts of twins in the scriptures, man. But regardless of that, Esau can't trace our lineage through DNA. Okay, that's bullshit. That's some concocted madness that they've conjured up in order to throw everything off into to basically say that they're the people of the Bible, and clearly they're not. Okay, anybody that understands history and the prophecy, that you will understand that Esau Edom is a fucking liar. All right, so that's why he's focused on the Israelites, because he can't debunk what we're saying. Okay, it tells you in James 1:1, it tells you that to the 12 tribes that scatter abroad, greeting. Because if you go into the history of the diaspora, beginning in 67 AD, during the time of Titus Vespasian and Domitian Caesars, which Domitian was the younger brother, I believe. And I believe the younger brother of Titus, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless of that, during the time of 67 AD, some scholars say 70 AD, you know, 68 AD, whatever, around that time, and Israel was pretty much dispersed by the Romans, man. Okay, because Yahweh Shai gave us a warning and told us, it says, those that see the armies compassing Jerusalem flee into the mountains, you know, need to go back nor take purse nor anything. Lord just said, get out of Dodge, because it's going to go there. And long story short, you know, Jake ran into the four corners, man. We was dispersed. Had Jake that ran down into the wilderness in Africa. Certain Jakes went to Europe. You see what I'm saying? Jake went north, south. We migrated all over the place. So it makes sense that we will have Israelites in every continent, man. Going back into the book of Revelation, the 7th chapter, 9th verse, when it goes into that great multitude of a number I could not number, okay, from all kindreds, tongues, and nations. And when you go into that word nation in the Greek, it goes into the Greek word ethnos, which ethnos goes into a tribe or a particular origin of a family. You see? Which proves that it's talking about the Israelites, because the 12 tribes are 12 separate nations within one nation, if you understand. Okay? Because a nation is just a group of people or family belonging to a particular progenitor, man. Okay? The patriarchal Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Like the nation of Edom, their nation. Okay? But the proof is talking about Israelites. You go into that word, it goes into tribes. And we know it's talking about Israel because it gave you the sealing of the 144,000, which the 144,000 in the 1/3 remnant will be all Israelites, okay? Predominantly Negro, Latino, and Native American, but even of that, oh my God, why I come this way? Even of that, you're gonna have nations or Israelites that look like other nations. Chinamen, okay? Men from Japan, men from fucking the South Sudan and North Sudan, you know, the Bantu people are Israelites, man. Like you go into the history of Simeon Toko, he was a Bantu man, okay, which was an Israelite, which had Yahweh Shai-like abilities. You see what I'm saying? He had spiritual power. They tried to kill him several times over, and they couldn't succeed because basically he regenerated himself and gave a stern warning to Esau. He said, look, man, in the near future, there's going to be thousands of men like me, and at that time you're not going to be able to stop him. And we know through the spirit he was talking about us. Lord's will be of that number. We're coming into some times, brothers and you few sisters that watch, man, that things are getting really, really strange, man. Okay, Esau knows that his economy is falling. You know, they doing this illegal, I mean, they're literally they're dealing in illegal, what you call illegal collection tactics, because his money is falling. So he's doing whatever he can to get money and to keep this economy afloat. But it's not gonna work, man, because they're getting ready to go digital. Okay, like I said, the IRS, the motherfuckers sent me a bill early this year talking about I owe $300 from 2018. I'm like, this shit has been paid. What are you talking about? Then I get this fraudulent letter saying I owe $106,000 because my car was involved in a fucking accident. I'm like, for one thing, I didn't have no fucking accident. Okay. Second of all, no accident caused no $100,000 unless people were injured. Okay, so that's folly. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably talking about that incident that transpired, but even that wouldn't be nearly as much as that. But 106 bands for a fucking accident, you out your damn mind. Never happened, bro. Try again, you know. But that's the time we're living in. Esau was trying to go for the giddy up because he's running out of time, you know. So hey, you got all types of scammers, robocalls, all types of shit, you know. And I'm switching the subject a tad bit because, you know, it all goes back into our people. Our people are the prey. The scripture said that the prey departed not. Okay, we're a primary recipient of this man's extermination squads. Like it was a country, I forgot the name of it, but it was overseas. Basically, everybody just turned in their guns, bro. And we understand the history of the Third Reich, man, you know, during the time of Germany, Nazi Germany, and people turning into weapons and so forth like that. We understand that once they did that, the government rolled sore on the people and they pretty much detained the people because you're giving up your only protecting force. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do that here in America, because allegedly 20-something million, I think it's like 20 million something fucking immigrants. I don't know if I read it right, but it may have been 200,000 or something millions of these immigrants that's basically in New York, Chicago. Like they've been over here for some time. Like we went into it last night. They've been over here for a while, but this whole Title 42 nonsense was a ploy to cover up that these so-called illegals, these sleeper cells, and these people that just trying to make a decent living are right in our country, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that for a long time. It's been like that, you know, for decades. But allegedly millions of these people are staying in these hotels in Chicago, fucking New York City on taxpayer dollars, and it ain't gonna do nothing but cause inflation to get out of hand, because they gotta raise taxes to pay for all this shit. You know, who's gonna suffer? The consumer, the people. Okay, they're gonna suffer behind the hands of the tyranny of Esau Edom, man. So this society is on a cusp of breaking down. It's getting ready to just be destroyed. Everything is getting ready to implode, man. You know, they're talking about by June 1st, if they don't raise the debt ceiling, then they're gonna default. But they're coming out with Fed now too, so who knows how they're gonna do it? Are they gonna let the U.S. economy default, you know, and just go straight to the MOTB? I mean, that'd be beautiful if they did that, because that'd be a fucking twist that we can see coming, but we didn't see coming, because we was told that the CBDC, which is the central bank digital currencies, okay, along with the Fed now, these particular pilot programs, we were told that they were going to roll these things out first. You see what I'm saying? And when they roll these things out, then it will open up for the mark of the beast. So we'll see, man. But honestly speaking, I'm hoping they default. I'm hoping they default, because like Trump said, go ahead and default, because if you continue to prolong it, it's going to be a lot worse down the can. It's like you're kicking the can down the road. So, you know, hey, do what y'all got to do, man. But regardless, this fucking place is through. It's through, and it ain't coming back, man. Okay? Because the scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Therefore, take balm for our pain, lest she may be healed. She's not going to be healed. It's through. Okay? People is giving up. People are they're like, fuck this place, man. People are getting ready to get laid off. Okay? With the third, fourth quarter, people getting ready to lose an exceptional amount of wealth. You know, these big businesses and these stockbrokers, these people, man, they're not doing too well right now. You know? But, hey, that's all the beautiful plan of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Okay? But anyway, with that, brothers, man, and few sisters that may watch, this was just a quick in transit. Giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim HaRakakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the whole elect. You know, it's in this gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Hey, man, you know, we almost home. Let's keep pushing. The Lord is showing great things through the Spirit. You know, he's speaking, he's dealing, and, you know, brothers are learning how to delegate and put things into proper perspective and become the leaders we're destined to be, man. So, you know, you young brothers out there, you know, get counsel from the older men in your groups, man. You got to camp leaders, man. Hey, you know, get the counseling from them, man. Ask them things. Ask them, you know, what can you do to improve your mindset and things like that. Because whatever we have to offer, you know, or whatever we've gotten, we pass it on down. You know, that's how our body operates. Once you're taking the proper herbs and vitamins and nutrients and you're putting it in the body, the whole body benefits from it, not just the fucking gut. The whole body benefits from it, because once the gut do its job, it's able to distribute the energy and the nutrient resources to different parts of the bloodstream, man. That way the body will function at an optimal pace, man, which optimal goes into basically the maximal or accelerated, man. You know, so stay optimistic, you know, stay in the spirit, stay prayed up, you know. But anyway, with that, shalom and a baba ball. Shalom.